This Capshow Masterclass is a live show that airs once a month, every month. But in between shows, I want to connect with you directly. I know that some of you may be losing your sanity trying to reach your ideal audience organically and actually get clients from your content. Because we get told that this is what we need to do, right? We need to create a ton of content for every single social media platform and a podcast and blog posts and YouTube videos. Oh my gosh. And we need to put it all out on the internet so that hopefully anyone will come across it and want to know more about what we do and what we have to offer. And you've probably tried that with little to no results, which kind of sucks. I know exactly what this feels like. So if you're a coach, consultant, or service provider who wants to create content with intention, the intention to reach more of your ideal client and get them to actually pay you from your content without losing your sanity and get a return on your time, then I want to invite you to a free community of other entrepreneurs doing exactly the same thing. That is getting clients from their content the intelligently lazy way. If you're interested in learning more, open up a new tab and check it out right here. Right here. Let's grow our audience and get more clients together. Speed up. Hello, and welcome to this month's Capshow Masterclass. I can see Brent has joined us. JP obviously has joined us. He is waiting in the green room. I guess that's what they usually call it. If anyone else has joined us live, please comment so that I can see who is on here and shout you out. My name is Deidre Shen. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Capshow, and I am so passionate about these monthly masterclasses because I have literally curated the best experts in their field to help you each month with one strategy that you must implement. And each of these strategies are designed specifically to help you get clients from your content. Sound good? So if you don't want to miss out on any of these masterclasses, then make sure you subscribe to this channel. Before I introduce today's expert to you, if you're here live, again, do me a favor. I want you to comment prize in the comments. Okay, can you put prize in the comments? Hey, right. So good to see you. Yeah, can you put prize in the comments? Because very soon we're going to do something super fun where you can get a prize for doing nothing more than commenting prize. So please go ahead and do that now while I introduce to you the special guest for today. Hey, Mina, good to see you on. Today, my special guest expert is JP Hightek, who basically, JP, you didn't sanction this, so I'm, just so you know. But I'm going to call you the person who makes business dating profiles look slick. that's what I'm going to know you as. As the founder of Perfect Zone Productions, JP has redefined the term brand to reach beyond business, helping individuals, entrepreneurs, and small business owners discover and embody their personal trademarked identity. JP grew his first YouTube channel to, I think, well over 120,000 subscribers, I believe, and has amassed over 450,000 views on YouTube. So seriously, there is no one better to share exactly how to 3x your watch time on YouTube. But first, let's talk about something you didn't even know you needed in your life. One of the most common questions I get is, Deidre, what's with the sloth? The sloth. They're everywhere. And as entrepreneurs, we have a lot going on, and that's just an understatement, right? You're not just an entrepreneur. You're a marketer, you're a manager, you're an accountant, you're a producer, you're an editor, you're a content creator. Seriously, the list goes on, which is why our mission here at Capshow is to help you be intelligently lazy, to get results with your content simply without losing your sanity, so that you have the time to take that really deep, calming breath you need to keep it all going. And sloths, well, they're masters of this in the wild, being intelligently lazy. Sloths have this incredibly efficient metabolism that makes them so good at conserving the energy that they need for the things that matter, like surviving for the last 64 million years. And this lazy intelligence, this is in our DNA. It's how us Capshovians are built. And so we did something pretty cool and something pretty wild. As a Capshovian, you can now consider yourself a sloth parent, or maybe a cool aunt or uncle, sloth aunt or sloth uncle, because we have adopted this gorgeous sloth, Freckle, on behalf of all Capshovians. You'll be hearing more about her as we share more, and it will be a reminder for all of us entrepreneurs to live, work, and play intelligently lazy. And now say hi to our special guest. Welcome, JP.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here. Hey, Deidre, thanks for having me.
We're going to have so much fun. In the spirit of all things intelligently lazy, I wanted to kick things off with something a little fun. Is that cool? We started, you were there, JP, when at Capshovians Live, when we started this thing that we call our Capsho Sloth trivia. What do you think, JP? Are you up for some Capsho Sloth trivia? And I'm raising the stakes. Okay, so this is for everyone on here live. You know, you've been commenting priors, and I've just got in from Mission Control that Brent Dowlen from the Fallible Man podcast, you are going to be the person who is in line to win this amazing Capsho Sloth mug. All right. Okay. So what this is what's going to happen. I'm going to ask JP some really, really hard sloth related questions. And if he gets them all correct, then Brent, you're going to be the owner of this Capsho mug. Now, JP, did you brush up on your sloth trivia?
Oh boy. I don't think I did, right?
Because you know you're the only person standing between Brent and this mug. Okay, I want to make that very clear.
Okay.
All right, and
okay, let's see here.
Okay, JP, I heard in high school that if you don't, for multiple choice things, if you don't know what the answer is, then just go with A, right? Like so let's just try that and let's see how we go.
Okay.
All right, let's get into it. Alrighty. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so let's get into question number 1. Are you ready for this, JP?
All right, let's do this.
All right. Question number 1. What is the closest living relative to the sloth?
Oh,
I need the countdown. I need the countdown thing to really get you going. All right. Is it A, is it the anteater? Is it B, the armadillo, or C, the monkey?
I would go for B. The armadillo.
Are you sure, JP? Are you sure? Because remember what they said, if you're not sure, just stick with A.
Okay. Are you tricking? All right, let's go with A.
And it is A. It is the anteater. Yes. All right, yeah, Brent, and anyone in the comments, if you know what the answer is, I want you to play along, okay? Can you help JP out? Because he's watching the comments, and Brent, to your point, let's have him phone a friend, which is any of you on here watching, all right? So question number 2, JP, are you ready for this?
All right, let's see.
How many ribs do 2-fingered sloths have more than any other mammal? Is it A, 46 ribs, B, 38 ribs, or C, 30 ribs?
All right, I'm going to have to phone a friend on this one. Guys, let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think? I need some help right now on this.
Yes.
Is it A, B, or C? Let me see. How many ribs?
How many ribs? Boy. Yeah. I think we gave you a hint here, more than any other mammal. So, what is the most?
More
what
than
is the
any
most?
Other mammal?
Yeah.
Right. I'll go for 46.
Yes, let's do it. And it's correct. Yes, Bonner phoned that in as well, so she helped you out. She helped you out there too.
Sure. All right. Did, right?
Last question. All right, you guys, you've got to help JP out. Okay, let's do this. All right. So, question number 3: what is the name given to the peak of hair on a sloth's back that helps water run off their body in heavy rain? Oh, we have the drip tip.
This question
The drip.
Oh my gosh. All right. So
Yeah. We have
what
the
is the
fur
name given
crest.
to the peak over here of the
Yeah.
sloth back? Oh wow. Let's
Yep.
see. I will go for fur crest. B.
Oh, you sure you don't want to phone a friend?
All right, let's phone the friend right now. Guys, what do you guys think this should be? Oh boy, let me see. Um,
Come on, you guys. You got to.
A. I'm going for A.
All right, all right. Let's lock it in. And it is drip tip. That was so good, JP. That was so good. And congratulations, Brent. You will have this Cap Show mug, which is also available, by the way, in our merch store at shop.capshow.com. This is on your way to you, Brent. Well done. Thank JP for his amazing involvement in getting you that mug. Now, we know that our mascot is a sloth because we're all about being intelligently lazy. So for people who like to skip straight to the end, we have something for you. JP, all right, what is the one intelligently lazy nugget from today's topic that you can share with everyone right now, that if they didn't watch anything else, they can take this away and start implementing?
Great question. So if I haven't given you anything, if there's one thing I want you to know right now in regards to increasing your watch time, right, and traffic on your YouTube is, of course, understanding the videos. But here's the thing. I want you to write this down, right? HS hook. S stands for solution and T stands for time. Okay. The hook. Whenever you're recording your videos, you have to have a clear structure. So the hook is exactly getting to the point, right? Like have a clear expectation to your viewers so they can clearly understand what the video is about and make sure to reassure them that indeed they are at the right place, right? And of course, you go to the second one, which is the solution. What solution can they expect from the content that you're giving them? Be clear about that, let them know. And of course, provide social proof. And finally, time. Right? How much time can they expect to see results? Give them a clear time frame in regards to the expected result when they implement exactly what you're giving them within the content that you're creating. And so again, that will be HST, hook solution time. That will be the nugget for today.
Wow. Okay, that just blew my mind. I mean, I don't even know if we need the rest of this. What do you reckon, JP? That just, you guys, you know what to do. Okay. No, but seriously, JP's hands down one of the best in the game with this stuff. And I'm so honored to be co-hosting a 5-day challenge with him where we will be he will be stepping us through exactly how to set up and optimize our YouTube channels and content and everything else that surrounds it to get clients. Okay, so if you're an entrepreneur who's looking to use YouTube to get clients, then open up a new tab and go to www.challenge.capshow.com/YT. YT standing for YouTube. We just shortened it because we're cool like that, /YT, and register for free right now. If you are inside of Cap Show Club, then you will actually be getting an invite to attend the pre-recording session. So you'll be in the Zoom room with myself and JP. So you'll be able to ask him live all of your questions. So that's only for Cap Show Club members. So again, if you're not in Cap Show Club, then I don't know what you're doing. So regardless, either come join Cap Show Club because why wouldn't you want to be live with JP, or sign up at www.challenge.capshow.com/YT to register for the free 5-day challenge when that does go live. Because when we're back, JP is going to do the complete deep dive with us on how to 3x your YouTube watch time. If you're finding yourself spending hours creating and publishing content only for it to drown in obscurity, or you're trying to show up on every platform, but gosh, it's overwhelming and you're finding yourself burning out, or you're stuck in the publishing and promoting cycle that doesn't actually get leads or sales. If that's you, then this is your invitation to join our monthly membership, Cap Show Club, your one-stop shop to turn your content into a client conversion machine. Join the club now, right here. Alrighty, JP, let's get into it.
Yes, ma'am.
People are here
to
to learn all about retention on YouTube. So the floor is yours.
Fantastic. So excited that we're about to talk about this. And hopefully you guys are already taking notes because we have a lot to talk about during today's presentation. All right, family? So go ahead, make sure that you are taking notes, okay? We cannot talk about watch time without understanding a couple of things when it comes down to YouTube. Okay, let me repeat. There are a couple of things that we need to understand before we can increase our watch time. Is, of course, one, plan your delivery before you record your videos. Okay, plan your delivery before you record your videos. What am I talking about? Well, let's take a step back. YouTube cares more about your watch time. Why? Because retention is what they're looking for. Retention has to do with keeping people on the platform. And just like any other platform, YouTube is looking for people to stay on YouTube, right? So they're not just looking for a certain number of views or a certain number of, likes or comments, but ultimately they're trying to see how are you helping people stay on YouTube. Okay, so that's the philosophy I want you to take whenever you're thinking about growing the watch time on your YouTube channel. Then retention is how many people your specific channel is retaining after they've watched your content. Okay, and that is something I want you to think about whenever you create any content. So like I said, plan your delivery before you record your video. Okay, now do not swing. And I'm giving you a straight blueprint on how to grow, right? So the watch time is understanding that is the average of how many people are actually watching your videos, okay? And usually you want to aim for 50%, okay? How much time are they spending watching your videos? In order for people to take their time and stay, longer watching your videos, you need to plan it. So one, we got to make sure that we do not swing it, but we are prepared. So do not swing, be prepared with either a script or bullet points whenever you're about to present or say anything, all right? It's very important that we are organized. That's crucial. If you're disorganized, trust me, people will feel it and they will want to exit out of your video. So make sure that you're organized, all right? Be prepared, be organized. Okay, and get straight to the point within the first 60 seconds. That's crucial. Okay, the first 60 seconds, get straight to the point, deliver value to the people, right? Now, here's another ticker. You want to be able to deliver a new value to people every 60 seconds. So I want you to write that down, because when people are watching your videos and they're trying to learn from you, their attention span is short. So if every 60 seconds you're not delivering any new value to them, they may, have a short attention span and decide to exit the video. And the goal here is to keep them on the video for as long as possible. Okay, so deliver a new value to them every 60 seconds. And here's the thing that might seem silly to some people, but it helps you grow that retention and watch time, which is what? Try to speak faster or speed up your video editing, or make it dynamic. Okay. If you notice, YouTube has a feature where it allows you to speed up the video. People want to get to the meat of, the content faster. So don't slow it down, too much. Speak a little faster. Or if you speak slow, edit the video and add dynamic element to make it very, very engaging, which quote unquote is not boring to the folks that are watching it. Right? Very, very important that we think about that. And another thing I'll tell you is to add visual elements to increase a couple of things. You want to increase engagement. You want to increase the focus, right? Like I said, people have a short attention span. So whenever we're doing this, we're trying to give them a reason to stay focused on the information that you're delivering, because ultimately, that information is what's going to allow them to want to engage with you, ask questions in the comments and those type of things. So you want to add some visual elements that will help people with focus and help them with engagement. If you think about it, teachers in the classroom always look for creative ways to retain their students' focus. Right? And so that's what you want to think about. And so what are those examples? Well, you can use branding elements, such as even on this video, you can see there are branding elements on this video that Capshow team have on their video. Well, They could have done all of this without it, but here's the thing. By doing this, they're helping you focus, right? They're helping you look at the information, and that refreshes that in your subconscious. If you think about it, every single time you watch your favorite TV show, they change angles every 2 or 3 times every 60 seconds. Because whenever they change angle, it refreshes that in your subconscious and it helps you stay focused longer, right? The same information could have been delivered to you with one, framing, but as you're adding those visual elements, it helps the subconscious stay focused and refreshes that in their head, and they want to learn more from you. And that is very, very important to do so. And of course, we want to go ahead and add things like scrolling thicker, screen animation, and different things that will help you truly create that engagement. As you can see, we have that available here, and it's not for nothing, it's for something, right? And that's the first part in regards to really, embracing the traffic and engagement on your channel to grow engagement, and the retention, which is ultimately the watch time that you want.
I love this. And by the way, anyone, if you have questions, you know what to do. Just drop them in the comments and I will interrupt JP and be like, hey, we have a question here. But you can see that we are doing what it is that the experts that come on here and talk about, what they say, right? We're doing it. And so, but what I wanted to do actually, JP, is I wanted to rewind a little bit because there was so much good stuff. Like we talk about nuggets, intelligently lazy nuggets. There was so many of that in what you just told us. But I want to go back to why is retention or watch time important? I mean, I think we all know that we want people to be watching for longer, of course, but why is it so much more important on a platform like YouTube?
Fantastic question, right? And so like I mentioned earlier, I was telling you that retention matters the most for YouTube. Now, every YouTube channel, right, in order to become an official partner of YouTube, for example, or to get ads on your videos or to start monetizing your channel, YouTube is going to ask you for certain things. They're going to want you to have a specific amount of watch time. That is YouTube's way of telling you what we care about is the amount of people that are watching your content and the length of time they're staying to watch your content. Ultimately, that helps you, right, with creating more of community members, which are ultimately people that are going to convert and buy your product or services. Here's the thing. YouTube values more if you can get people to stay versus have people click and leave to another thing, right? So let's talk about retention first. You want to retain people, right? Retain their attention, right? And so you want to use certain strategies to retain their attention on your video. Here's the thing. Whenever you retain people's attention, they're not just going to stay on your channel, they will subscribe. If you notice, there's a lot of YouTube channels, if you do the research, you see that people will be watching your videos and not necessarily subscribe to your content, or they may be subscribed to your channel and not show up every single time you release a video or you're doing something new on the channel, which means your channel is pretty much dead, right? You do not have any engagement, you do not have any activity, and your channel will be struggling for that. That is why this is so important, right? You need a channel, you need a YouTube channel that's alive, where people actually want to engage with you, where people actually want to purchase your products and services, where people see value in showing back up every single time you are showing up and having certain conversations or releasing new videos. Here's the thing. If people do not care whenever you release a new video, well, they're not going to buy anything that you have or any new product or service that you're offering them. And your channel is not going to grow because the YouTube algorithm is going to tell them that this is a channel that people do not truly care about. And that is a recipe for disaster. All right. This is why it is so crucial to care about retention first, then watch time. All right. And those are interconnected. We can separate one from the other. Right. And that's why we need to take a step back and ask ourselves, what am I doing to, one, retain people's attention, two, grow my watch time on my channel, which ultimately is going to allow us to convert more.
That is so, when you explained that to me, JP, I was like, wow, this is so super clear. And this is why we need to get in front of the Capshovian community and tell them and teach them how it is that they do actually retain people on their YouTube videos. Now, before we keep going, Brent did have a question. He said, how do you apply this? I'm assuming all of the things that you mentioned before to long form interviews. What are your thoughts there?
Great question. This is amazing. Great question. So when you're talking about long form interviews, the question I'll ask you is, are you doing them live or are you doing those pre-recorded? Right? That will determine an outcome and a specific strategy. So if you can let us know in the comment section, that would be great. But real quick, just to give you an idea, if you're doing it pre-recorded, make sure that you edit that content and you make it very dynamic, that you're applying everything we're talking about, right? That you have the branding elements there, that you have, overlays, that you have screen animation, that you have things, scrolling thinkers or something to allow people to stay engaged while they're watching it, right? From the subconscious level. Now, he said pre-recorded, fantastic. Mm-hmm. Now, on top of that, right, you want to also make sure that you came prepared. Remember earlier, I talked about a couple of things, right? Make sure you come prepared. It is crucial not just to show up and believe that you know the content matter. Yes, you know, but trust me, there's a difference between somebody that is actually organized and prepared versus somebody that may know it, but is swinging it on camera, right? People can see through that.
And that's even, I would say, for pre-recorded, Brent. So, all the prep, being organized applies whether or not it's live or pre-recorded.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yes. Whether it's live or pre-recorded, that applies to it, right? And we want to make sure we do those things. And remember, whenever you're having the conversation, whether you're doing an interview, right? When you ask a question from the guest, when you ask a question, they take the time to answer, correct? 60 seconds might seem small, but it is a long time. So whenever you ask a question, plan your questions to really pull the value out of your guest, like Deidre's doing right now, right? So I'm not wasting time in delivering value because I know that's why you're here. I'm not here to waste your time. So whenever you're planning this thing, have a clear conversation with your guests. Make your guests understand the purpose of why they're coming. Here's a masterclass. So we're coming to deliver clear value to you without wasting time, give you the strategies. So I'm not going to go and talk about general thing. I'm going to be very specific and tell you A, B, and C. These are the things you want to do. And that is one of the best ways that you can, pull that out of your guests when you're having a conversation. So tell your guests, listen, I want strategies. And here are the questions I want to ask you. Or the guest might kind of redirect you and say, okay, if you want me to deliver these strategies, maybe ask me these questions. So you have prepared, you're organized. And whenever you ask a question, the guest came prepared. Like today, I came prepared to give you what you need, right? And here's the thing. Your mood, and this is both for pre-recorded and live, your mood dictates the flow of the engagement that you're getting. Let me take a second and let you, notate that. Your mood dictates the flow of the entire engagement. So if you come there excited, if you come there motivated, dedicated to really deliver for people, they will get that from you. If you come there kind of sluggish and you don't feel like being there, it will affect the flow of the engagement you're getting. I was in the mastermind and somebody asked me personally, they just wanted to know that they've noticed that personally, whenever I show on camera, I'm dressed as if I'm on stage, whether it's online, whether it's through my YouTube video or anywhere. They asked me, why did I do that? That was one of the few times anybody asked me that question. Let me explain that to you. Depending on how you process, right? Whenever I get dressed a certain way, subconsciously it helps me feel like I'm getting ready to do something very serious. Even though I am at home, even though I'm in my home office, if I were to show up here in all PJs or just a t-shirt, for me, and that may not be the case for you, but for me, it makes me feel like, I'm just relaxing at home. But whenever I change my attire, whenever I get dressed, get showered, and I'm prepared and all of that, my brain tells me you're about to do something. You're about to get on stage. And so my delivery changes instantly. So you got to find what helps you deliver the best, right? That's why sometimes you can have a work from home job. And then whenever you feel like actually leaving your bedroom to go to a dedicated workspace in your house and you get dressed a certain way, you start really delivering better than if you stay in bed right? Even though you have your laptop, you can work. You feel moody, you feel slow, you don't really want to work, and the day goes a different way. So that is important to help us really impact during our delivery and the way we're recording videos. I'm gonna pause here just to see if you guys have any comments or if Deidre has any comeback for this.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. So yes, everyone, please keep putting your questions in the comments. I want to dive a little bit more. So I think a lot of people on here are doing pre-recorded, and I want to dive a little bit more into your thoughts on how much, because I always say this, I've probably started and failed to be on YouTube like 3 or 4 times, I think, because it seems like it's so simple and it's so easy. It's like, yeah, you do a video and just put it up there. But what you're talking to us about here, because this is the stuff that actually now matters on YouTube, right? Like we don't want to just be putting content out for content's sake. I say this all the time. We need to be really, really intentional and strategic, even with any new platform that we're going on. And what I'm hearing here, and guys in the comments, like, let me know if you're kind of feeling a little bit maybe overwhelmed or maybe a bit discouraged, because it sounds like it's a lot of work, Even if we're doing pre-recorded, it's like, oh my gosh, okay, we've got like, say, a 30-minute interview or an hour interview. And you're telling us, JP, that we have to now edit that, put in those visual transitions, every 60 seconds, we have to make sure that there's some kind of new value that, like, it's actually a lot of work. And so what do you say to that? Are you on the, no, Deidre, you're wrong. It's actually really simple, or are you on the side of it is actually a lot of work and we have to be really, really, we have to be committed if we want to be on YouTube?
Great question, right? Great question. I always say this, there's nothing easy in life, absolutely nothing. And so that is one of the things that affects a lot of people, where they have the wrong expectation of what's expected of them in order to be successful. And I'm telling you right now, people know me, I'll give it to you straight, right? Nothing is easy. Being on YouTube is not easy. It will require your time. It will require your commitment, and it will require strategy, right? And it takes time, when I say time, it takes an average of earliest 90 days by usually at least 6 months of doing this consistently before you can start seeing a tangible result. So it's not something you're going to implement and expect to see result tomorrow. YouTube does not work like that. Why? Because YouTube first wants to trust you, right? YouTube wants to take the time and observe you. When I say YouTube, I'm talking about the YouTube algorithm, right? Will take the time to observe you before they can start, for example, recommending your channel, right? Sending more traffic, promoting your channel within several other circles and places, depending on what people are searching for, because YouTube does that. Their algorithm does that naturally. So that's one thing I want you to think about. Say, here's the thing. You need to have the clear expectation and understand that this is a long-term gain. But here's the thing. Whenever you do this and you stay consistent, you have now built a bulletproof business. And now your YouTube channel, right, is generating income through converting people, right? Because again, we're talking to business owners, not just entertainers here, right? You're a business and you have a business that you want to leverage YouTube, right, as a strategy to grow your business. That's what we're talking about, right? And so those are things you want to think about. So whenever we're thinking about that, ultimately the goal here is to build a community, right? Build your own audience, right? You have to think about that, all right? So as I'm going in YouTube, what am I doing in order to build my own audience, right? What do I have to offer them? Which is, you have to have the offer, you have to have the product, you have to have the service, you have to build the community, or you have to build a platform where you're redirecting people to whenever you're creating your videos and you're releasing those, because people need a reason to continue a conversation with you. You have to give them that reason, okay? So in a little bit, I'm about to give you practical steps that you can implement and start seeing changes immediately. But as you're consistent in these steps, you will understand and see a change in your YouTube, a change in the growth, and that is what it takes, all right? So here's the thing. Whenever we go on YouTube, all right, I want you to think about this. Whenever you go on YouTube, you want to ask yourself, what am I doing? How am I approaching it? And let me tell you, you want to approach it with a getting paid first mentality. Getting paid first mentality, okay? Why does this matter? Because you want to get paid first before you want to deliver any product or service to the people.
And can we put in the
Mindset.
comments, sorry, JP, can we put in the comments if you're on board with this? Can you put a get paid first in the comments? Because that's what we're all here to do. So let's get paid first. Put that in the comments. Thanks, JP.
Absolutely. Yes, because that's what we want. We want to get paid first. So if you want to get paid first, then you have to revise the way you are doing things. So let me be very, very specific so that you guys can know what I'm talking about, right? So here are some strategies that will help you grow your engagement and your watch time on YouTube, right? Now, one, use pinned comments features. Whenever you record or you upload a video to YouTube, whether it's live or pre-recorded, at the bottom of every video, you have the comment section. And whenever you have the comment section, there's something called pinned comments. You can pin a comment at the top of everything. So what does that mean? Well, recommend a video, right? Or a playlist to people that are watching it in the comment section, right? And let this playlist of videos support the video you just released, right? So you can tell them, to watch more on this series of A, B, and C, or to learn more about this, right? Go here. And now you just suggested in the pinned comment people to go to continue the conversation on your YouTube channel. They're still staying there, right? On your channel. Now, another thing you want to do is use end screen elements. And that is in your YouTube studio, right? At the end screen. How do you do that? Well, you want to make sure you have at least two boxes at the end of your video. Box one should be a recommended playlist that you recommend for people to stay. Playlist is a group of multiple videos that people will watch on similar theme, right? That will support the video you release. And then may the box two be YouTube recommended. So for example, whenever people that have already watched that are now looking for that or looking for something else, you have the option of what YouTube is recommended to them based on the data that they have about the user, or box one, a playlist that you're giving them, right? That's very, very important. And then you want to give them, your language during your video. You give them a unique language that will encourage them to really take engagement and participate with your brand. What am I talking about? Well, do not use concluding statements whenever you record your videos or you go live. What am I talking about? Well, you can say, well, and this concludes our training for today. Or you say, and this is how you do it. Or you say, that finalizes our conversation today. Don't use, close-ended statement to close it out. You don't want to do that. Instead, you want to tell them, well, if you want to learn more about what we just talked about today, go here, right? And you tell them, hey, listen, there's so much more about this. And so I want to encourage you to go check out our playlist that gives you more about A, B, and C. So click in the description below or look in the pinned comment section below. Hey, here's the thing. When you tell somebody there's more to it, they want to know everything about it. But when you tell them, oh, well, that concludes the training, then they have no reason continuing to want to learn more from you, right? And then one thing you want to do is tell people to click on the next video. Don't be shy. Tell them to do that. Give people a clear reason. Don't be shy. Just tell them, hey, if you want to learn more about this, all you have to do is click on this video. See? And then at the end of the YouTube video, you just put a video there that's continuing the conversation. People will click on it. Why? Because they've enjoyed your video, and understanding that is at the end of the video, it means to pretty much watch the whole thing, right? Or to skip to the whole thing, to the meat of what you have to offer them. And now they're clicking to continue that with you. It means you're retaining their attention and you're growing your watch time because they're spending more time watching your video, right? And here's the tip I want to give you. Whenever you do that, forward your people to a playlist, not a single video. That means that on your YouTube channel, you need to have clear set playlist for specific topics that you discuss more frequently on your channel. So whenever you send somebody to an actual playlist versus one video, now they're going to spend the time watching one video, another video, another video. And before you know it, they have watched most of your videos during that specific training, and they're geared up, and they will stay. And every single time you want to release another one that has to do with similar topic, they will want to show up. Hopefully this helps somebody out there. Let me know in the comment section below
set
if any
playlist for specific topics that you discuss.
That is amazing. Okay, I want to get into some really
so whenever you send somebody to
really
an actual
tactics
playlist versus one video, now they're going to spend the time watching one video,
questions, or you're
another
like, hey,
video,
I really want to
another
get into
video,
this particular
and
topic.
before you know it,
tell us
they
in the
have
comments.
watched most of your
JP,
videos doing that
just
specific
on that
training,
same,
and
everyone
they're
on here
geared up,
has a podcast,
and they will
most likely
stay.
of some
And
form,
every single time you want to
starting
release
get
another
into
one that has to do with
because we get
similar
told
topic,
that
they will want to show up.
What are we doing if we're not on
somebody
video?
out there. Let me know in the comment section below. Set playlist for specific topics that you discuss.
That is amazing. Okay, I want to get into some really
So whenever you send somebody to an actual playlist versus one video, now they're going to spend the time watching one video,
questions, or you're like,
another
hey, I really want to get
another
into this
video,
particular
and
topic,
before you know it,
and things. But what
tell us in the comments. I've watched most of your videos doing that
just on
specific
that
training.
cell to retain, like to get that retention.
And
Everyone
they're geared
video.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question? Looks like I was double hearing you for 1 second. Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, so let me repeat it, and I'll repeat it in a shorter way. But
Geared up,
like
and they will stay, and every single time you want to release another one that has to do with similar topics, they want to show.
As we start.
I'm hearing a replay again of the YouTube video in the background for some reason.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me change. Okay.
All right.
Is this better?
All right.
Let's try. Let's see.
Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So a lot of us do pre-recorded because, you know, a lot of us are podcasting, and that's kind of where the world that we've come from. And what are the things that you've seen from a tactical perspective that actually helps when we're looking at editing, that actually, like, what are the things that we need to, the 1, 2, or 3 things that we need to think about, whether it's like B-roll, maybe it's, you know, and a lot of us don't have different camera angles that we can put in there. So I don't think that's really, you know, quite an option for a lot of us yet. But if we're just starting on YouTube, because everything is kind of like, we need to build to things, right? But what is like the first 1, 2, or 3 things that you would say, hey, just include these for now in your pre-recorded videos when you're editing them?
All right, great question, and I love this because that's actually what I do for a living. So here's the thing: whenever you've recorded a video, right, and then you want to edit and make sure that the video is actually engaging, you know what you want to do? Make sure that you have an intro. You got to add an intro to that video. An intro is a few seconds that, you know, supports you as the expert or whatever the channel is about, right? Have that intro added there. Very, very important. And after you add that there, offer them, right? Offer them something. Like, this is so crucial. You have to offer people something free to get them excited. So, you know, you don't just want to list it on the screen. You want to say it when you're recording that, right? And so say that, say, hey, here's the thing. I have this for you. Talking about offer. Let me let you know, every single person that's watching this video right now, right? I want to offer you everything we're talking about, right, in a specific blueprint. So what you want to do is DM me, whether on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or anywhere. Send me a personal message and simply put in watch time. Once you send that, I will send you a link for you to download the package on the step-by-step on how to do everything we talked about today. Okay. So if you're missing something, just send me watch time and we will send that to you on any DM. All right. Which means you got to follow me and send me a DM. So let's do that. Now, you want to give people a reason to want to take action with you. And now, whenever you're editing that and you say something, make it clean, plain on their screen. Put it right there so people can see. Here's the thing. We're not just recording videos to record. We're recording videos to convert. Let me say that again. We're recording videos to convert, not just to record. So in order for somebody to convert, they need a reason to want to leave the video and go take action with your brand. Give them that reason. Okay. And one thing that I always tell you, which is crucial, always add supporting elements to the things you're talking about when you're editing it. Seeing is believing. What is a supporting element? Maybe a video testimonial from a client. Maybe you on stage talking about some things that you were discussing in the video. Maybe, right, you have research, you want to display something that you discovered that support what you're talking about. Illustrate every single time, and that adds more engagement to your talking head. People get bored fast. It's a fact. So what we do is control the way we present the content to them. They get bored fast, which is why we want to add those supporting elements in the video. And usually, just to let you know, whenever a video is between 15 to 30 minutes, you just need up to 3 supporting elements. That's all you need. As long as you add the other branding elements, the other screen visuals, things that you have there. And one tip that I'll give you to make it very easy, you can use a solution like Ecamm Live that I personally use in order to, break down this process, and you saving 50% of the post-production work that you have to do later. What does that look like? It means having Ecamm, having all your overlays, having all your visual or branding element already set up, scrolling ticker, anything that you can think of that's going to help you with that visual animation element, and engagement on the screen already set up. And you use those things to record your podcast, record your video with already all those on it. So whenever you just go to post-production, you may or may not have to do anything, because if you already lined up the intro videos and all the, supporting elements that you have and all that, you can actually do all of that while you're recording the video, right? So this is fantastic. And of course, if you want to try Ecamm, just know that Ecamm is currently only available on Mac, Apple devices, record your video, right? With already all those on it. So whenever you just go to post-production, you may or may not have to do anything, because if you already lined up the intro videos and all the, supporting elements that you have and all that, you can actually do all of that
Is this one better?
while you're recording the video, right? So this is fantastic. And of course, if you want to try Ecamm, just know that Ecamm is currently only available on Mac, Apple, record your video with already all those on it. So whenever you just go to post-production, you may or may not have to do anything. There we go. Right. So it just stopped. Guys, this is what happened during live streams. All right. During live, don't worry. I want to let people know, don't worry, when you're live, things happen. It's how you handle things when they happen that separates you from everybody else. And this is real life. That's why I love it. And we're, Deidre is a champion at, coming back. So let's go.
Awesome. Okay. All right. The audio is probably not as good because I'm now talking into my AirPods, but that was so good. Okay. So I'm like, wow. There's a huge echo. Oh no. Are you hearing huge echo from this?
No, it's good now. Your audio is now good. Yes. Let's continue.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, hopefully we might be on a bit of a lag. So hopefully this has
right.
improved things. So, so basically what you're saying, the great thing is that whatever we do live, because I know that JP, you've helped us with all of these, setting up these overlays and things inside of Ecamm. What I'm actually getting is that we should just really record it, like as in whether or not it's live or whether it is that we're doing pre-recorded. Let's just create these overlays. This is what actually starts to make things simple for us when we think about these different visual elements and how to actually retain people's, attention and therefore increase attention to increase retention. This is some simple things that any of us can implement.
Yes, I mean, anybody can implement these things. And here's the beauty of it, right? Invest in this, okay? Whether you're booking me and my team or you're doing it yourself, it doesn't matter. You have to do the work. You have to invest in it. It's either you want to invest one time and get it set up right and have everything you need in, for example, a solution like Ecamm. And then when you're on Windows, you can use probably vMix for that. But once you have all of these elements set up, it's a one-time effort. And then you will not have to worry about this anymore, because now all you have to do is prepare the actual content for the delivery and then turn on your camera and roll and record, or roll and go live. And everything is already, preset, right? Again, every single element you can, the pre-roll or the B-rolls or the intro or the outro or the animated elements or anything, or the multiple angle cameras, all of that, you can preset all that up. That will allow you to save a lot of time, which is what, most people will tell you they don't have. And so if you want to save time and not even have to do any post-production work, this is how you do it. One thing that I love is you can add, whenever we work with our clients, we create them something called custom LUTs, right? That applies on the video and makes them look 10 times better, which is something you would normally do, which is a color correction and LUT on your, post-production work using Final Cut or Adobe Suite Solutions or anything. we add that live on our visuals within this software called Ecamm, right? And you can go ahead and try Ecamm today by going to bit.ly/Ecamm live free. bit.ly/Ecamm, ECAMM live free. Go ahead and try it out. No strings attached. You don't even need to put it in your credit card or anything. Just go ahead and try it out, right? You have, I believe, up to 30 days free or something like that. Go ahead and try it out. But try it and see the power of this thing, right? Because we're always talking about how much we don't have time, and not only time, money. So small business owners will want to save money. This is a way of saving money because now you do not have to hire a video editor or anybody to do this for you. All you have to do is maybe if you're not good with graphics and you need help, hire somebody that knows how to do it, somebody like me, or somebody that is an expert in the matter that can create this overlays or these branding elements for you. Once that's done, is a one-time investment, right? Now that you can use over and over and over again, that's going to allow you to really structure your videos and your live stream properly. And that's the word, structure. You have to have a proper structure whenever you are releasing a video or that you're going on stage. Because remember, whenever you're live on video, pre-recorded or live stream, you're on stage, right? And there are a couple of things that you want to give people. You want to make it perfectly clear that you are the go-to person for a specific solution. So here's the thing. Do you have a solution? Are you an expert in your field? Have you defined that clearly? Is there a place where people can go, right, and want to purchase your product or services? Do you have lead magnets to give somebody or the viewers something free to have them in your funnel? Do you have an email list, right? Do you have a community to encourage them to go ahead and join the community, such as Capsule Club, that I encourage you guys to go ahead and join? Those things have to be prepared before you even start recording the video. Remember, you're a business owner. Now, if you do not have those things properly set up, then you will struggle with your conversion, right? And here's the thing, you will also struggle with your watch time and retention. Why? Because if a customer tries to stays during one video, tries to take engagement with your brand and realize that you do not have anything to give them a reason to keep coming back or to solidify the new relationship you just started with them, they're not going to show up the next time that you release a new video because now you just proven to them that you're not truly the right person that they're looking for. And remember that you always have competition. In everything you do, you have competition. So you really have to do all those things so that you're ahead of your competition. You can dominate people that are in the same field with you, and ultimately you can grow your business faster. This is why all this is so important, and this is why we have to follow the blueprint and do it right. New video, because now you just proven to them that you're not truly the right person that they're looking for. And remember that you always have competition. Yeah, the loop is in everything you do. There we go. Now the loop is gone.
Okay. All right. Okay. That was so good. Okay. So for every time I talk to you, JP, it's like I am drinking from a fire hose. So there's a couple of things that I want people to do. All right. So a couple of things. So the first one is if you're inside of Capture Club, then you will get a personal invite to the recording session that JP and I are going to do for the 5-day challenge. If you are not inside of Capture Club and you want to attend the free 5-day challenge once we set it live, a few weeks after we record it, then go to challenge.capture.com/YT. Okay, so that's the first thing that I want you to do. Okay, open up a new tab and go into that. The second thing is that I want you to follow JP because he has so much more that he goes into. So JP, where is the best place for people to actually do that, to keep learning from you essentially?
Yeah, that's fantastic. So number one, right, I have one place where you can join today in order to keep learning. If you want to keep learning things to leverage content creation and technology to grow your business, then what you want to do is go to contentcreatorsuniversity.com.
Amazing. Okay.
Go ahead and create a free account there. And then you can start joining our community and start learning more about how to leverage content creation and technology, essentially video, right, in order to grow your content in your business. Now, for the folks that want to connect with me personally, right, or like want to book me to work with me or anything, you can go to my website directly, which is jphightek.com, right? jphightek.com. Click on work with JP and let's connect, right? Let's see how me and my team can actually help you with certain things that you need help with. And here's the thing. I want to tell you something that's very, very, very important. In order to be discovered on YouTube, we need to understand how videos are discovered, okay? And videos are discovered through three things. 1, browse. 2, suggested. 3, search. Now we have balloons coming out. That's celebration. That means you did it, right? Let me repeat it.
It's all happening on this live video.
I know, right? So 1, browse. 2, suggestions. And 3, search. People will either browse to discover your video, or it will be suggested by YouTube, or somebody will specifically search for your content, right? In order for those things to happen, you need to actually have an established brand, because that is what this is all about, right? I always say that, a regular business is all about profit. It's profit-based, but a brand is purpose-based. So if you really want to do this and stay consistent and do it for the long run, you really need to have a clear purpose for why you're doing it. And you need to surround yourself and get the help you need. I repeat, get the help you need. If you know that this is not, you really need help to be part of a community where people are doing it and growing together, join the Capsule Club, because that is crucial for you to stay and have the software solution training and, the holding you accountable and a whole lot of other things. And I'm there. You have experts such as me and others that are really going to help you join the Capsule Club. If you're like, okay, I really need technical help, contact me and my company so that we can help you with the technical things, build things for you, help you with the branding elevation. You need the help, and the help is not forever. But trust me, if you pour the right foundation, your house will not crumble whenever adversity comes. And that's what we're giving you today. Something that can be sustainable for the long run so that you can really have a successful business and a successful channel on YouTube so you can make money.
It is so, so worth it. I highly encourage everyone to reach out to JP. If nothing else, to get his company to help you build all these overlays and all these things so that you can actually make your pre-recorded videos that much more enticing, that much more, and capture the attention so that you get retention. So
cool. Yeah, I love that.
I love that.
Yeah,
I know, right? I was like, yes, I'm gonna nail this. All right. This has been amazing, JP. I want to thank you for just pouring into us. And if for anyone watching still here, can you help me thank JP in the comments? Just give a big thank you. Pour all the love into JP, because he's not done. He's not done. I mean, just mentioned, right? Like, if you're inside of Capture Club, you're going to get the behind the scenes of him literally taking us through, like, not only how to keep retaining, how to increase watch time, but also how to get discovered on YouTube, which is going to be so, so cool. And if you have already registered for the free 5-day challenge, then you'll get access to that, a few weeks after that. Wow. All right. This has been amazing. Thank you so much, JP. We've got the thank yous coming in.
Appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much in the comments. Yeah. Just to Dietrich, I want to add one last thing before we go. Yes. Guys, there's a lot of things that needs to be done when it comes down to YouTube. All right. We cannot discuss everything. We cannot do everything within a 1-hour masterclass. Let me just be honest. Okay. There's more, which is why we have the 5-day challenge. Register for that, because we're going to be breaking down all these strategies. We're going to be allowing you to actually ask questions. We'll be giving you a geared, tailored solution depending on what you're doing, right? And we will go into the science of how certain things are done. Remember, dive into it. And it's amazing that this is free. And now after that, then you can work on a private one-on-one with experts within Capsule community in order to really level up and rapidly, if you want to grow rapidly, well, that's how you do it. And I want to highly encourage you. Again, go ahead, register. I want to see you in the room during the challenge. I want to work with you. I want to hear your questions. I want to give you unique strategies. I want to break down step by step. How do you actually think of, plan, record, and deliver a searchable video, right? For example, there's so much to this, and so let's grow together. I can't wait for us to really make an impact and hear how you guys are doing as well. So that's what I
You're
wanted to add.
awesome. You're awesome. Thank you so much, JP. I love growing together with you. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.